By now, you all know this gentleman through his work in the world of memes. It's Hide the Pain Harold. What I'd like to do today is to use Harold's face as an example of doing some wrinkle reduction. So there's our before, there's our after. Before, after. So my goal here is to not Botox Harold to the point where he has no wrinkles. Harold is a human being. He's lived a life of experience and meme work. Let's just smooth it out a little, but still acknowledge that he has wrinkles, as all of us do or will. All right, so let's get started. Let me just delete my sample layer here. Okay, so you got your background layer. You know me, I always like to right click and duplicate that layer so we have a working copy and it's fun for comparison. So what we're going to do is use the clone stamp tool. Now, normally the clone stamp brush is set to normal. Your brush settings, you can start off with them at 100% and a flow of, let's do 70. But what we're going to change is instead of normal mode for the brush, I'd like you to click on the drop down and go to lighten. All right, now let's zoom in, Command or Control plus. And what I'm going to do is, as always, hold down the Alt or Option key, depending on Windows or Mac. Select an area, and let's start brushing. Now, this is what you get at 100%, right? And I'm going to click on the eyeball next to the top layer so you can see the difference. That's smoothing it out completely. But let me undo that and show you what we get if we work a little differently. Okay, so I'm going to keep it on lighten, but I'm going to bring the opacity down to around 70. All right, so now I'm going to Alt or Option and click. And we can now, with this lowered opacity, we can still see the remnants of a wrinkle. They're not gone, they're just reduced, if that makes sense, and I hope it does. So 70 is not a magic number for the opacity. You, as the artist, get to figure out what's the best fit and number by experimenting. It may not be the best number for all parts of the image either, but these are starting points. So to summarize this super short tutorial, you're going to use the clone stamp after you've made a copy of the layer and switch it from normal to lighten, and then play with opacity and flow until you find a setting that gives you a good look that makes Harold look a little bit better, but we still see the wrinkles that he has earned. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and have a great day.